Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Onepeg, here with my lovely, lovely assistant, Arnie. And we have a little bit of a different piece of information today. And this technically is news, so we should probably talk about it. Dark and Darker apparently is going to be moving to mobile. Yeah. Yeah, you heard it right. Good morning. Apparently, the mobile developer Krafton, who is most famously known for PUBG Mobile, developer of PUBG Mobile, which has overarching similarities to that of PUBG proper, but obviously has a much different form and function to it than the base PC game with much more simplified controls, less details and graphics, less detailed map. It has an auto pickup feature, those kinds of things for mobile platform users. Apparently did not want to wait and decided that they needed to secure the exclusive rights and license to be able to build a mobile version of Dark and Darker. On Krafton's own webpage for their press releases, they say they've announced it entered into an exclusive licensing partnership with Iron Mace to develop a mobile adaptation of Dark and Darker, the popular first-person dungeon escape game. We've been watching Dark and Darker's potential and distinct creativity with great interest, said Raphael Lim. From the genre to the setting of the overall IP, Dark and Darker tapped into something compelling with its existing PC release here at Krafton. We can't wait to share these exciting dungeon runs with a whole new community of fans on mobile. What? Don't you guys have phones? Now, obviously, we have no idea what a release time frame looks like for this. They're not saying it's likely to be years, I would assume, for them to really flesh out something. Now, the office is out of Seongnam, South Korea. Again, it seems as though Iron Mace is interested in making sure that South Korean businesses end up partnering with them, which, I mean, hey, why not? I mean, keep it in the family, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, this press release came from the Santa Monica, California office, which is where PUBG Mobile is headquartered out of. But one of the interesting things is why they would decide to go all in on this IP with the legal dispute that's going on in South Korea. Obviously, there is the worry that the lawsuit with Nexon would end up going the wrong way, and then what? According to an article from PC Gamer, however, they decided that they weren't going to comment on the reasons for acquiring the license now. I can only assume that it's because it's a hot commodity at the moment and they wanted to pounce, but they did end up saying in a quote to PC Gamer that regarding legal issues, Krafton is monitoring the judicial decisions as a third party, according to a spokesperson from Krafton. So there you go. That's basically everything that we've got for Dark and Darker news at the moment. Still no word insofar as when we'll end up seeing an actual wipe of the game. I did send a message over to SDF asking that question. They're not quite sure as of yet. But again, if you're on the east coast of the US like me, South Korea is 11 hours ahead of us, which means they could end up releasing a patch anytime in the early hours of the evening on Sunday, going into early Monday morning if they wanted to do it during normal business hours. There is the possibility that they end up waiting until later on in the evening, their time on Monday, to make sure that they have a well fleshed out patch. I can tell you, however, they are doing another balance pass. Exactly what that's going to be, I don't quite know. But if I could venture a guess, I would say it's going to have something to do with physical damage plus weapon damage scaling on gear. And it's likely that will also be curbed very similar to how plus magical damage was in the last patch that we saw. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming and checking this out. For more information regarding things like Dark and Darker and extraction games in general, please consider subbing the channel here. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you also very much for lending me your eyeballs, and I will see you in the next one. Come watch me on Twitch. All right? See ya.